TBI lawyer, New York. What causes a traumatic brain injury and your rights? Attorney Andrew M. Stengel. Traumatic brain injury lawyer in New York. What TBI survivors need to know. Traumatic brain injuries change lives in a single moment. A fall in a stairwell, a rear end crash on the BQE, or a construction site accident can each cause one. Each can leave a survivor and family facing months or years of recovery. New York law gives TBI survivors a real path to compensation when someone else's negligence caused the injury. A skilled traumatic brain injury lawyer in New York identifies every responsible party and pursues the lawsuit's full value. This post explains what counts as a TBI, the common causes, what makes these cases different, and the deadline. Most importantly, it shows why early action protects the lawsuit. What counts as a traumatic brain injury under New York law? Medically, a TBI means an external force injured the brain. Next, severity ranges from mild to severe. Mild TBI includes concussion. Moderate and severe TBI involve loss of consciousness, memory loss, cognitive deficits, or lasting physical disability. For New York personal injury law, the legal question goes deeper. In car accident cases, the injury must cross the serious injury threshold under insurance law section 5102D. Specifically, qualifying categories include fracture, significant disfigurement, permanent loss of use, and significant limitation of use. Another category covers a non-permanent injury that prevents normal activities for 90 of the first 180 days. Furthermore, TBI survivors often face invisible injuries that family, friends, and even doctors underestimate. Cognitive symptoms, emotional changes, and slowed processing speed never show on a standard X-ray. Documenting them takes a careful medical record and often expert evaluation. Symptoms can even appear weeks later. Our guide to delayed TBI lawsuits in New York covers those rights. Common causes of TBI in New York. TBI in New York comes from a wide range of accidents. Car and truck crashes top the list. Falls from height on construction sites come up often. Slip and fall accidents on icy sidewalks or stairs are routine. Finally, sports injuries, assaults, and bicycle or pedestrian impacts fill out the rest. We surveyed these patterns in our post on traumatic brain injury accidents in New York. Each cause carries its own legal framework. Car crash TBI cases often turn on the no-fault insurance law and the serious injury threshold. Meanwhile, construction falls trigger labor law. Sections 240 and 241, including the scaffold law. Slip and fall cases demand proof of notice and the property owner's responsibility. Assault cases may add civil rights theories on top of standard tort liability. In addition, defective products and dangerous premises sometimes cause TBI. Product liability lawsuits can run alongside or instead of the standard negligence theory. Because of this, an experienced lawyer maps the cause to every available legal theory. Why TBI cases are different in court. TBI lawsuits are not ordinary personal injury cases. Damages run bigger, medical issues run deeper, and proof runs more nuanced. Cognitive testing, brain imaging, and expert testimony from neurologists often anchor the case. Insurance carriers know this. Therefore, they defend TBI cases harder, dispute the diagnosis, and lean on the injury's invisible nature. An experienced TBI lawyer prepares for that fight from the first medical visit to closing argument. Of course, the survivor's life story also matters. Day-in-the-life videos, family testimony, and vocational expert reports translate medical findings into human reality. Juries respond to that reality. Damages a TBI lawsuit can recover in New York. Survivors can recover the full range of New York personal injury damages. Compensatory damages cover medical bills, future care, lost wages, lost earning capacity, and out-of-pocket costs. Beyond that, pain and suffering damages cover the human cost. That includes the pain itself, the cognitive changes, and the strain on relationships. For severe TBI, pain and suffering awards in New York have run into the millions. Punitive damages may also reach defendants whose conduct was reckless or intentional. Drunk drivers, contractors who ignored a known hazard, and manufacturers who concealed defects all fit that category. The 3-year deadline and wide documentation matters. Under CPLR 214.5, a personal injury TBI lawsuit must start within 3 years of the injury. Shorter deadlines apply when a city or state agency is the defendant. 3 years sounds like plenty of time. However, it disappears in practice. Records get harder to find. Witnesses move on. Symptoms shift over time, which makes contemporaneous documentation critical. Therefore, the smartest move after a head injury is an early call to a New York brain injury lawyer. Skilled attorneys coordinate medical evaluation, preserve evidence, and protect every legal option before the clock runs out. Bring your TBI case to the law firm of Andrew M. Stengel. Traumatic brain injuries change everything. Even so, New York law gives survivors a real way to demand accountability and damages. At the law firm of Andrew M. Stengel. PC, we handle TBI lawsuits across New York. Our team works with neurologists, neuropsychologists, vocational experts, and life care planners. Contact us for a free, completely confidential consultation. Email info@stengellaw.com. For more information, please visit our website, stengellaw.com. Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.